starting a little bit late, but let's go and get started in 3, 2, and 1. Oh, where am I at? 3, 2, 1, a bingo and a bango, bingo and a bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Whatever time it is your time, it's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms, pattern memorization. We don't give you terms that make you question, what is that? I don't understand what that is. Let me ask a question now. What are these words that you're using? I'm explaining everything in a very simple and easy way to understand. Now, with that being said, there are 3 things that we're going to cover today, and it's basically how to get a new sheet. That way, of course, if you want to do any kind of coins, let me know. But as the title says, 3 proven chart setups on how to make money, really. So let's go. Let's do this, guys. Once again, if you haven't already, definitely smash the like, and let's get started. So on the crypto bubbles, we're looking at the hourly time frame. We do see SPX up, almost double digits, 8.2%, and it's the leader of everything right now. Make sure my mic is on. Yes, it is. And we have Ondo. We have a few other ones. Virtuals is kind of coming up. What is it for the day? For the day, we have Hype. Hype is one of my favorite places of what DEX is, really, up 15.3%. I was just talking about Hype in my VIP group, and I do like Hype. I really do. Of course, we have AI16Z. We have this one I haven't heard of. For me, I don't like, let me know in the chat, do you like coins that only have one letter, S, or even GT? I mean, GT is better than S. Just put 3 or 4. Why do you gotta be different? I got the S coin. Oh, what is that? Just like Shiba, Floki, Tau, being normal. Why do you gotta try to be different? I don't like it. And for that reason, I'm out. I'm not getting this coin. I don't know what it is. What is it? It's probably one of these dumb Sonic, which was previously FTM. Just go with Sonic, or just stay with FTM. I don't even know why they changed. Anyway, doesn't even matter. So let's go and get out of this. Let's get into Bitcoin. Let's get into Bitcoin. Then after Bitcoin, we are going to go with the 3 proven chart setups, basically a strategy on how to make money. This is, I think, in my opinion, very, very important. So for Bitcoin, we are looking at the 1 hour time frame. These were the instructions for my group, and nobody knows what's going to happen. Now, hopefully, if I start freezing up, let me know, because I was running so late and the time just got by me. I literally have like 80 tabs open. And what I do is I'll close certain tabs out, and certain ones that I want, I'll bookmark them so I can go there later, because I'm always doing research. And right now I have about 80 tabs open. So if there is any kind of lagging or anything, let me know. That way I can check it out. All right. So Baba Ya says, virtuals protocol. Yes, we will do virtuals. Let me make sure. Okay. I'm going to do virtuals. Virtuals. Okay. Very good. We got that one on the list. And I want to say thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you greatly. We have Dylan in the house. Thank you so much, Dylan, for being here. And Baba Yaz in the house. Thank you so much. Of course, everybody's rolling in, and I just barely put in the that I was going live. Normally I do it about 30 minutes. Here, I think I did it like 10 minutes. That's crazy. See here. You're good for now, Joe. Thank you, man. Thank you. And let me know. Please let me know. All right. So here we are looking at Bitcoin, and this is something I gave to my group. If we close underneath here and you're also in profit, sell 50% of your trade, your holdings, because we don't know if it's going to bounce up or if it's going to continue coming down, taking all this other liquidity. And so what we're doing is we're being proactive as opposed to reactive. Now, of course, all these other groups, they won't say anything until after the fact, like Wade's down here. Well, guys, look, we teach that if it breaks this level for you to close your trades. But then what happens if it goes up and higher? They don't say nothing. With me, like, this is part of my teaching. This is part of my training. So I let you know, okay, it broke this level. We're hoping for it to bounce here. But if it comes down here, we don't know if it's going to continue just dumping. And if so, at least we took profit. At least we sold all of our stuff here and hopefully in profit as well on our alts. This is not for Bitcoin. We're using Bitcoin as a gauge. Now, it did come down here. We did have the candle close underneath here, and we're doing the 1 hour as opposed to the 4 hour. If we would have done the 4 hour, we would not have closed our trades. However, we don't know what's going to happen, and we want to secure more gains by going on a faster time frame. Hence the 1 hour. Candle close our trades. 50% of our winning trades, and just watching for this. If we get it close here, sell the rest. And then we just re-enter. But here it came down, came up, created a new all-time high, and then came down again. Now it's creating a higher low, which is good. It broke this level, which is good. Came up, then had a nice pullback, now breaking this level, which is good. Now I do see that the price may come up to around here, well, almost where it's at, before hopefully another retrace. Oh man, I really want it to come down. I want it to come down, get it over with, get this liquidity, and then shoot up. But we may have FOMO start setting in. You know, president just came into office yesterday, starting doing executive orders, and this may be the start. It's whatever the market makers want, though. It really is. We got Crypto Chef in the house. What's going on? What is going on? Thank you, man, for being here. Appreciate you greatly. In just a moment, we're going to go over the 3 proven chart setups that every trader needs to know, especially beginner traders. Now, the traders that have been for a while, they pretty much already know this stuff. But again, this channel is geared to strengthening your foundation, or for the people who are just coming in, creating a very strong foundation. So that's what this channel is about. 2 very key concepts, because if you build anything on top of a weak foundation, it's going to crumble. It really is. So here I do see Bitcoin going up, and like literally this is our FOMO line. Is it going to retrace, then come back up, which is good? Or is it just going to break through this, then break through this, then come down? That's strictly FOMO. And I mean, FOMO is good and it's bad. It's good because, well, it's driving the price up. It's bad because, well, it's driving the price up too fast. But right now, I mean, it's looking good. It's looking good. Once we had this bounce with the higher low, this is our signal that we may continue. Nobody knows. We may continue going up. And this was our level that it needed to break. And it broke it. Not only that, but it retested it. Look at my crosshairs. So it came up, came down, retested this level perfectly. That's strong right there. When it comes back and it retests the level it broke out of, that's strong. And it's coming up again. Right now it's looking bullish. It's looking bullish. Let us zoom out. I don't know why, and I'm already tired of doing it. I keep on drawing this here, and it keeps on disappearing. I have this level, this level, this level, and I've drawn this at least 3 times as far as another little box. Keeps on disappearing. I don't know what's going on. I'm not going to draw it again. But this is the area that we got to watch for. I mean, we're right here. We are literally right where the candle stopped. Okay, fine, I'll draw it again. Watch, it's going to disappear. I don't know what the deal is. This is the 4th time I've done this. This is the fourth time I've done this and it disappears. It disappears. All right, so here's a level. There's a level that we need to break. Oh, and y'all can't even see it. Oh, wait. Thank you. It's a level we need to break right here. Coming up to it. Let's go to 1 hour. It's looking strong. Looking really strong. How many times have we come into this area? Just once. We set it here back December 17. We broke it here on January 20th. Came down. We were in this zone for a little bit. Came down. Inauguration. Then a nice come up. Higher low. I would like to see it coming back in here to form a double top, come down, but not break below this level. So this is the bullish case scenario. The bullish case scenario. If we have this price coming up to here and then coming down, this would form a double top. We have a top here. We have a top here. In order for this double top to be a valid pattern, it needs to break this level. If it breaks this level, then our measured move, where's my trend line? And you can go all the way down here. I like to go from here, the highest point, to about here. So it's conservative. And then the break would be here. So it would force us to close our alts if we're in profit. And it would be just above our bounce zone, which is here. And this is the area that I don't want it to cross. So that's if we get a double top. And it breaks through and the pattern is confirmed with this. Now, if the pattern does not get confirmed, well, then we're looking at this, something like this, where it creates a higher low. So now we're creating a higher low. And if you're a pattern trader, well, then you may start seeing, hey, we have a ascending triangle where we have a flat top and higher lows. So for me personally, I don't trade patterns because they're always changing. Oh, it's a double bottom. Oh, it became a double top. Oh, wait, it's a ascending wedge. Oh, wait, it's a handle for the cup and handle. If we zoom out, I don't do that. It's just support resistance trend lines. That's it for me. But I see this. This is the first thing I learned, and I don't do them anymore. But I see them though. Hey, we got crypto coin mindset in the house. Hey man, I appreciate you here. I really do. Thank you, brother. Appreciate you, man. Smash the like. Very nice. Thank you guys, and everybody here. Please smash the like. It is a free way to show support. It's a free. Right now we're moving, guys. We're moving, and this is what I would like to see, because what this is saying is we had a double top, but we created a higher low, which means that there was buying pressure to where it, even though there's a high chance of it breaking this level and coming down, the buyer stepped in and said, nope, we're not having that. Not today. Don't you know it's +1 after the new president? New president was yesterday, +1 is today. Let's do a higher low. This would gain so much confidence in the market. Now, let's say if it goes up and it creates another all-time high, what we need to do, man, this is vital. Once we break this area, wherever the price goes, it cannot pass this. It cannot pass this zone. This is in order for us to remain bullish, to ensure that the bull run has started and it's here to stay for about 10 months to a year. It cannot break this level. If it breaks 108, Well, 109, well, let's just say, well, this zone for sure. And we can break this 109, but we don't want it breaking this zone. If it breaks this zone, now this becomes resistance again. Because right now, if the price is above it, it becomes really nice support. So this is what we want. We don't want this, because now we have this. We don't want that. So let's go ahead and do our, this is what we want. This is what we don't want. Oh wait, let's do faces. Let's do heavy faces. So this is what we don't want. And then this is what we want. That's more accurate. And then this one, it's red, of course. Okay. All right, very good. Dylan says, had the same problem. Would save a template on different topics and it wouldn't make it, it would make it invisible or remove it completely. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird. Thank you, man. Appreciate you. Thank you for smashing the like. So right now what we're doing is we're just waiting. We're waiting to see what's going to happen. And the way I trade on pivots. So let's go ahead and get to the training portion. And we're going to do that with virtuals. So do I have virtuals up here? I sure don't. Okay, so we talked about this one yesterday. I believe it was yesterday on YouTube. And this is Aerodrome Finance. Absolutely love Aerodrome Finance. In the VIP group, they know that I've been talking a lot about Aerodrome. Aerodrome is going to absolutely kill it, in my opinion. Right now, it's a very nice discounted price. This is on MEXC. Very nice discounted price. And we have a lower bid here. Here's our thing. Here it looks like it's going to bounce. It looks like it's going to bounce already. But let's go ahead and look. Oh, yeah. Let's do this so y'all can see. So YouTube rapid fire. Let's move this over a little bit so you can see prices. See here. Yeah, definitely, man. XLM. Definitely. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over the 3 proven chart setups that every trader needs to know. This is the foundation. These are the basics. So here we go, guys. And if you don't have a solid foundation, man, virtual USDT, MEXC, then everything's going to crumble. So here we already have some information here. It went into our buy zone a few times, tapped into it, but that's okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to delete this information. Get out of here, 11 drawings. So step 1, you have to go to a higher time frame. We're going to remove our indicators by just simply double tapping on the screen. We're going to remove our indicators. So step 1, go to a higher time frame. I prefer doing the daily. And step 2 is we're looking for pivots. We're looking for swings. Where did the price action go before it met resistance and came down? This resistance level is very strong because it stopped the momentum of the uptrend and started the momentum of the downtrend. Now, in addition to pivots, because we're on a higher time frame, we're seeing the bigger picture versus if we're on a lower time frame, this is what we would be seeing. This is a bunch of noise. So whenever you're trying to do trend lines or anything else, support resistance levels, you want to go on a higher time frame so you're not seeing all this noise. That's very important. There we go. Now the next step when you identify the pivot is to make sure your magnet tool is on. Make sure your horizontal is right here. And this is your trend. Well, these are the trend line tools, but it's the horizontal rate. I have them start for my favorites because what I like doing is I like having it on my floating toolbar, and I'll put it right here so you can see it. No, I'll put it lower because y'all need to see the stuff. Okay. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna identify the highs and the lows. So the first one is this pivot, which is our high, and I do the candle body closes. Very important. all this stuff I recommend writing down. This is the stuff that I not only teach in my VIP, but I also teach on YouTube. Everything I do in the VIP, you can get it here. Just ask. I give it to you here. I want to say everything. Maybe like 99.99999 you get for free. The other stuff I do just strictly for my VIP. But I want you to make money. So here is a pivot. Now our next pivot is down here. So and what I'm doing is I'm doing the most recent price action. Not sure if y'all caught that. I'm using the most recent price action, and then later I can go and find other levels. But this to me is more important because this is it's more relevant. All right, here we go. So here is a level, and it broke the level. Not good. Now I'm using the candle body. Now here's the candle wick. So what I'll do is I'll use my box or my rectangle. So whenever I click on any one of these, it highlights over here. So right now, this one is highlighted. Highlighting, I don't know. So here we go. This is my box. There's so many different words for this. You have liquidity zone, you have support zone, you have, I believe it's a supply zone. Like the supply and demand zone, I get mixed up because I don't use them because there's just more words that I don't need in my vocabulary. What is this? This is support. Price came down, it bounced up. Price came down, it might bounce up. So instead of saying liquidity zone or SFP, what's that? Swing failure pattern, what's that? It's when the price creates a wick, and here is our candle body close. Depending on what you use, candle body close or candle wicks, but it creates an SFP. You don't swing failure pattern. You don't need to know all that stuff. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. That's what I do here on my channel. This support zone. Do you know what support is? Support is somebody who holds you up. That's what this is. A support system. A support whatever. This is what it does. And here we go. We're in the support zone. Would I enter right now? High risk. Why? Because just because this support doesn't mean it's going to stay. So here's the thing. Higher time frames. You want to find your key levels of support resistance, which would be the pivots. And you want to identify them using your magnet tool, only using the candle body closes. Once you do this, you can pretty much establish, is it healthy right now? Is it above this level? Is it below the level, not healthy? Or is it kind of just struggling, on this level, which it's kind of like, I don't know what to do. Should I go up or should I go down? So those are the two main key factors. Now, another key factor, which is very important. Now, of course, I've done this so many hundreds of thousands of times. I can just kind of eyeball it, but I strongly recommend using the fib retracement tool. The fib retracement tool is used to see where the retracement or possible retracement of the run up might go. Notice I use the words possible, might, probability, higher chance of, because nobody knows what's going to happen. If you're following somebody who says it will come down here, it will bounce at this level, this is what is going to happen. Be very careful because they have a mindset of this. Those horses that have those blinders, they can only see what's in front of them. You have to be like Bruce Lee. Literally, you have to be doing all this number. So it's very important. Always have the mindset that you don't have, because when you have the mindset of Bruce Lee, always looking around, you're not biased on it's going to go up, it's going to go down. Very important. So what I do is I use the fib retracement tool. I mean, I can just see it, but we'll use the fib retracement tool. And the key to the fib retracement tool is go from the beginning of the beginning, the flat part prior to the move up. And you want to get the lowest part before the move up. Now, again, this is much easier to identify higher the time frame. Now here we can see sideways, move up, sideways, move up, sideways, lowest part, move up. Which one do I use? Do I use this one? Do I use this one? Or do I use this one? Either one that you use is not wrong. If you use this one, it will give you smaller levels because we're going from here, the swing low to the swing high. If you use this one, instead of this levels, it'll give you these levels because we're using this swing low to this swing high. If you use this, you're going to get from here to here to here. You're going to get greater levels. Now, another thing that you can do is you can actually go to a much higher time frame so that you're not confused with, man, should I do it here? Should I do it here? Well, let's make it a little easier. Let's go to a 3-day time frame. Now you can see flat, came up, kind of sideways, went up, retracement, went up. Okay, so here, now it's like, should I do it here? Or should I do it here? Because this is kind of straight up. Well, let's go to a weekly. Ooh, straight up. I can do it here because here it went, then it went up, then it went sideways again. See how I'm making this much easier to see where to set your fib retracement? So what we're going to do is we're going to use this area. Magnet tool is on, fib retracement, going to the lowest point, which should be about here, to the highest point. Then I'm going to my settings and I'm going to style, and I want to make sure that the reverse button is not on. Why did I have the reverse button on? Question. It's because you're supposed to go from low to high, from left to right to see the retracement. However, if this had a really nice retracement, what I could do is I can go from high to low, not for a retracement, because from left to right shows the retracement. From left to right, bottom to top shows the retracement. From top to bottom, it shows you levels. It doesn't show where it's going to retrace to because you're using it the wrong way. From bottom to top shows you where it might go. From top to bottom gives you levels where you can actually enter, but it's not going to show you retracement. And that's why you have to reverse it, because now you need those levels to show going up. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, moving on. So now let's go back to our we were on the daily. So now we're on the daily time frame. Here, sideways. And once you do this thousands and thousands and hundreds of thousands of times, you can pretty much identify, okay, well, I'm just going to do it here because I know on a larger time frame, this just shot up. And that's what we showed. So not only am I showing you where I would have put my fib retracement, but I'm showing you the thought process behind it. And that's what I try to do every single day is I give you the thought process behind all of my decisions. You gotta drink some water. Now, if you're finding value from this, guys, smash the like, share this out. I want to reach a lot of people, and it's very difficult because, again, we have all these bigger YouTubers out there that are basically just shilling you their group. I want to make you money really before you join my group. That's my goal. All right, moving on. So daily time frame. So this is the third step, using your fib retracement to see where the price may come down to. Now, in addition to the fib retracement, you want to identify some key levels. One is the 0.382. This is 38% of the pullback. From this entire move, this is 38%. 0.5 is 50%. On average, when the price pulls back, On average, it's 0.5 or 50%. Now, these are from Mr. Fibonacci. He was a brilliant mathematician. And these levels, it's amazing and crazy how well these levels work. And there's quite a few levels, and you'll see it when you're doing this more and more, how they respect the levels. Now, granted, it doesn't mean that it's going to stop at the 0.5. It just means that, oh, here's another thing too. Let's look at these levels. You know, here, this one stopped, here almost. So if I were to get this, and I would say, well, let me use this one. What I'm looking for is a lot of stops. If I go here to this one, here we have something, it looks kind of ugly. So there will be times where I will use the larger time frame, for example, a weekly or a monthly, just by looking at it. I'll be on the 4 hours, like, oh, this is going to be the monthly move, and I'll use that. But if I go to, let's say there's a point where it's like, should I use this one or this one? What I'll do is I'll actually go to the other one, and I'll see if I have more stops in that area. If I do, well, then I'll use the other one, the higher one, so that I get more levels that actually stop in that area. All right, moving on. Let's see here. Road Dog's in the house. Road Dog says 10 people, 9 likes. Who's the sandbag? Who's this? Yeah. So definitely smash the likes, guys. Smash the likes. Definitely did. All right, guys. Let's see here. The fibs changed my lifestyle. Yeah, I believe it. I love the fibs. Now, granted, I don't draw the fibs all the time when I'm doing my charts because I can just see it. But there are some times where people will call me out. It's like, Joe doesn't use anything. He uses support resistance. But I mean, I can see this. I can see levels already. And if these levels correspond with my support resistance levels, well, then I don't need to drop. Same thing with the volume profiles, the visible range anyway, or volume profiles in general. Like I can see this is a low volume node. I can see this was a low volume node, then it hit here. Just because there's no ups and downs. That's what I can see. Anyway, so here we go. We went over higher time frames. We went over pivots to where you're not getting hung up on all these ups and downs. You're doing the major pivots. And then we went over the fib retracements. These are the 3 key factors that you need. And you can build anything else on top of that. Now let's go to the 4-hour time frame. So now what we're doing is we're actually doing top-down analysis. Now everything that I do, everything that I show you, there's words for it, there's terms for it, there's all these, breakdown and definitions. But instead of doing all that, I just show you what I do. Weekly, daily, 4-hour, 1 hour, without saying, what it is. And sometimes I do have to remind myself to say what it is in case you hear somebody else say, today we're doing top-down analysis. And you're like, what? Oh man, this dude's showing me something different. It's the same thing. It's just that I don't use all those words. I just show you in the most simplistic way. So here we go, 4-hour time frame. We're looking at this, and now what we're doing is we're looking for all the ups and downs. Why am I using 2 hands for this? I have no idea. I got my hands in my pocket. It's cold. It's like I need to use my hands more, be animated. But what I'm doing is I'm looking for ups and downs. I need to find pivots. And the easiest way to enter, break down everything. This is market structure. And it's also known as, within market structure, you have break a structure, boss, change a character, CHOCH. You have all these different terms. Why? Make it simple. We have this. It needs to break this in order to enter a long. It needs to break this in order to enter a short. It needs to break this to enter a long. Needs to break this to enter a long. Needs to break this to enter a long. Finally, it breaks it. What is it doing? So what I'm doing is I'm showing you the steps in a very simple way. What is it doing? It's changing possible changing the trend. We had lower highs, lower lows. Now we have the first higher high. We're looking for a higher low. Once we do this, now we're building, okay, we had a low, higher low. Are we going to continue breaking these highs? Now, of course, you do need a retracement, but the retracement, it needs to not break the low. If it does, then we're like, whoa, wait a minute. We might change the trend again. Now, the lower time frame that you're on, the more changes you'll have. The higher time frame, the fewer. So that's vital. That is vital when it comes to, entering on a very small time frame. Just understand that it's called flipping and flopping. But overall, what are you doing? Like, is it bullish or is it bearish? So here we can identify some key areas. One, so this was on the daily. So what I'm going to do, I like trading on the 4 hour. I'm actually going to get this and move it up here to my candle close. So I want to use this level, and I want to use, this was, do I have a line? Yeah, I should do. So I'm going to use this right here and get this back over here. And then what I can actually do is I can shrink this up too, because let me just delete it. Because what I'm doing is I'm using the pivots. So now let's go here. So we have this area. This is known as a buy zone or a support zone. Price was coming down, selling, flip, buying. So right here, these kind of bodies, they're telling me that there's a lot of, again, you can use all these different words, liquidity, demand zone, whatever it is, supply zone. For this one, I believe it's demand. I always get those two confused. But let's see. So do I think right now we should enter? No. Why? I'm not showing strength. I'm just showing it to come down. This is what I'm seeing. So let me draw it for you. We had up, pivot, came down slightly, up. And this is what we don't want. We don't want very small moves. We want to see like a 38% move. If we see like a 5% move or retracement, 15%, and it shoots up again, there's a very high possibility that's going to come down. It doesn't mean that it will. It could go up further, another 30, 40% before it comes down, but there's a chance that it'll come down. Now, it came down, pivot, came up. This is the level we need to go if it breaks above. It's a very tiny level, very high risk. Came down, came up. So we have more of a pivot. We have more of a swing. This is less risk because we have more of a swing. Needs to break this level in order to enter. Came down, came up, created this level. If it breaks this level, will we enter? Nope, because it's really close to this one. We would wait for this one. Came down, came up. Here's a level. We would not enter. We would not enter this one. They're too close. Came down, up, down, up, down. So what it's doing, it continues to make lower lows and not break a high. So what I would do in this case is I would wait. I would wait for it to, let me come back over here. Let me delete all these. What I would want to do is I would want to wait. I always forget. So you can see the price. I would want to see it create a pivot. This is what I would like to see. It come up to here, to this pivot, possibly retrace to here, which is a support level. Not only that, but it's a 0.5 on our fib, then come up. Now what it's doing, it's actually changing the trend. It's changing the momentum. It had this nice sell-off, nice little pump, nice sell-off from this pump, taking almost 100% of this pump. So once it breaks this level, and let's go ahead and just draw it out for you. Once it breaks this level, this is when it's safer to enter. Could you enter right now because we're in the buy zone? Sure. But what's from stopping it from doing this? Came down, up, down, up, down. And if that happens, ooh, man, I'm selling the house, I'm selling the car, I'm selling everything. Oh my gosh. Can you imagine picking it up at $1? So this is why we don't want to enter right now. Depending on your risk, it's higher risk because it could continue coming down, breaking this low, and then coming up and then coming back down. So you don't want to do, in my opinion, it's higher risk. Now, could you enter? Yeah, sure. You know, granted, hopefully everything's going to be going up. We don't know, but if history repeats, you know, after the presidential inauguration, the market and crypto market go up. Now, things are always changing though. You know, was inflation this high last time? Was the economy the same as last time? So you have to, there's different variables that come into play. All right. Man, I've neglected the chat. Let's see here. We got Baba Yaz in the house. What's going on? Wix Wife 589. Thank you so much for being here. Of course, we did say hello to Road Dog. I appreciate you greatly. Thanks for getting the likes up. Thank you guys. Yes, thank you, Road Dog, for helping out on that too. Yes, guys, definitely smash the likes. Of course, if you're interested, if you want to get some entertainment, Road Dog shows up, I think around 10:30 at night. He's been doing about 10:30 at night, Eastern Standard Time. Dude is really funny. He's got great TA, talks about fib retracements, talks about fib extensions, talks about just different stuff. And one thing I love, he has a different community. And these, man, I can't even count the number of gems I found on his channel, because his community, sometimes they'll do like DJ plays and he'll go and he'll research and everything. So definitely check him out. He's really good. And I'm going to write this down. Stream Deck YouTubers. I keep on forgetting. I don't remember till I'm here because I'm doing oh my gosh. If y'all could just see what all the stuff I do. Let's see here. Going on the list. Hey, we got Mark in the house. What's going on, Mark? Appreciate you, man, being here. Appreciate you. Okay, going on the list. It's snowing in the first time in 11 years. Wow. Right now it's only 41 degrees. 41 degrees. Okay, let's see here. On the list. All right, so we caught up. Let me clear my throat really quick. All right. Now, hey, we're getting pumped. All right, good stuff. Let's see here. Now, depending on your risk tolerance, as I mentioned, and thinking that the prices are going to go up, the prices generally retrace about 30%. What was this one? I don't even know what this one was. Yeah, this was 50. Big retracement. This is what I do, and this is what we're doing in our community. We are setting, so I'm always looking to the left. I don't know if y'all know that. Like here, I don't even look at this. I'm looking at this. This right here is some levels that I'm looking at to where hopefully the price may come down here, kind of in this zone. Let me draw it out. Again, I'm not looking over here. I'm looking over here. So I'm looking at the candle wicks to the candle bodies. So this is what I would like to see the price action come to. So, and here, we have this run up, pull back, run up. So all in this area is liquidity just waiting. Now there was liquidity here, but the market makers took it up. So notice that my level is not like this because it already took up this liquidity. This is what I'm looking at. Yeah, we can just do this. Candle body closes. It doesn't have to be exact. Now I'm coming over here and I want to go above these wicks. So whenever I'm doing this, always look at my crosshairs. Hopefully y'all can see it. So what I would do is I would set a lower bid right here. Again, depending on your risk tolerance, I would set a lower. I actually had one of my VIP members. He asked me, he's like, man, Joe, it doesn't sit right with me doing lower entries and seeing that I entered now and my price coming down 20, 30%. Like I am not comfortable with that. Knowing I have a lower entry, like 4% lower. That's what, then don't set it. You know, these are just suggestions. What you could do is you could have a stop loss. Of course, I wouldn't enter right now if you're going to do as a trade with a stop loss. But, you know, once it breaks up here, then, you know, let's say you entered here and then your stop loss would be underneath these wicks. If you can do 20%, you know, 30% is too much. And even 20% is a lot, but I mean, you can't do it 9%. If you do, you will get stopped out really quick due to the size of the market cap. If this was a larger market cap, sure, 9%. Due to the market cap, you have to be aware of the market cap. And I would do it about 20% if I was going to do a stop loss. But for me personally, I would rather stomach the unrealized loss to get my lower entry. So now my unrealized loss from being 33% because I entered here and now here, it's now 15% because I'm doing 50% here, 50% here. So now instead of being negative 33%, I'm negative 15. And as soon as the price comes up, I'm in profit because my average entry price lowered. So this is very important. Very important. All right, moving on. If you were a safer trader, just wait to this. Set your alerts up here above these wicks. You want to set your alert. Now, why do I do it above the wicks? Because the wicks are resistance. The candle bodies are resistance. Everything on the chart is support and resistance. So set alert. And then I'm actually going to set an alert. We're in this trade. We've been in it for a while. And doing really nice. And what I do is like when I set alerts for YouTube, it's like, okay, guys, add to your entry. Or for all the newcomers that we have, I say, okay, if you've missed this initial setup, you might want to enter right now. And if you're interested in joining the group, is this it? Nope. Don't be a lizard. Nope, I don't have it. I had it. Oh well. If you're interested in joining the group, reach out to me. I had the prices and everything up here, but not gonna look for it. Let's see here. So I would have a lower entry at 33%. And that way, once it hits, now I'm down only 15%, comes up. This one, in my opinion, is a good one to go. Let's see here. Go into the list. All right. Let's see, what else? So I talked about the safer entry, the higher risk entry, and that's pretty much on this one. So on this, you want to wait for the 4-hour candle to close. Once the alert has to go off. If you have a 4-hour candle close above this level without the alert going off, no, you don't enter. The alert has to go off. Then you look to see if the 4-hour candle closed above it. If it did, you enter. But if it's prior to and you see it, oh, it closed. No, you need it to come up more. All right. Let's see here. If you entered here, then of course you can do this. So there's 2 entry ideas on this. I'm thinking, should I do anything else with this one? I don't think so. All right. Let's see here. So the last one is going to be XLM USDT. Some XC. So this one we've been talking about it. This is what I thought would happen from here. I'm thinking plan A, come down here to our buy zone, then start coming up. Plan B, wait a minute, where am I at? Oh, it was way over here. It was way over here when we were looking at it. My plan A was saying that it was going to come down, all the way down. My plan B was it was going to come down, bounce off of this level, and come up. So I guess I got him right on both of them, because it came down and even further down. Then it came up, came down again. And here's where we would have had our alert set. And then coming up and then breaking this. All right, so let's go ahead and delete all this. That way we have a clean slate. Let's see here. See here. So we're looking at, oh man, this looks nice. Looking at the daily time frame, just zooming out of everything. Magnet tool on, coming over here, looking at this, and this is our pivot. So once again, the very beginning of the show, I covered the 3 proven chart setups on how to chart. Very, very simple ideas, easy to understand. There's no complicated terms or things you have to memorize. Makes it really, really easy. Now, one thing that I do want to point out is if we were to do a box, I love looking at this stuff with boxes. And let's go to our setup. Let's go to our style. Let's do our midline. And for our midline, let's make it a little bit thicker so we can see. A little bit thicker. So hopefully everybody can see that. Say okay. So we have our range high. We have our range low. If you're trading the range, this is something that you can look at. And you really don't know it's a range until you get multiple touches. Here we just have one touch. Here we just have one touch. So this is a premature range. If we get another touch, well, then it's a confirmed range. You know, the more touches you have, the greater confirmation. But you need at least 2, minimum 2. The more you have, the better. And here we can see that this is the midline. And it went right up to the midline, came back down, again to the midline, came back down, broke above it, then broke below it, and now it's kind of like, I don't know what to do. If the price action comes down to here, man, this is a big gap, big window. I don't like doing my levels this deep. Depends. What's the price range of? That's too much. This is what rookies do. This is what all those other YouTubers do. I like having my zone nice and tight. Because it's pretty much like the other YouTubers are like, you want to enter in this zone. Anywhere in this zone you can enter. What? So if it barely taps it and goes up, you see guys, we called it. It comes in here and goes up. You see guys, we called it. Look at this, a perfect entry. But then if it does this, well, then they don't say nothing. Yeah. I've seen it. I've seen it with my own eyeballs. All right. So this will be my buy zone. Not only do I do a buy zone, but I also give you the level. Let's say right here, which is above these kind of bodies. So let's go to lower entry. This. Let's go to this. That way we make it look nice and fancy. You gotta make it look fancy. All right. What else do I see? Hey, we got Kelly in the house. Kelly says, hey Joe, have you seen ANTIRUG on SOAP? No. Here's the contract address. It's really taking off today. Do you think it will keep going? Okay, for giggles, we'll look at it. For giggles, we'll look at it. Mark says, nice and tight. Oh my gosh, I can't look at that. Nice. ANTIRUG, sounds legit. No, actually, I did see that. I just saw the name. I didn't actually click on it. We're going to click on it. We'll look at it. Just for giggles. All right, so here's our lower entry. What is the price range tool say from here to here? About 20%. We can do that. XLM, larger market cap. So that's a nice pullback area. We do see a low, higher low, potential higher low. We do see this trend change. So once, we were looking for the break of this to enter. Didn't happen. Break of this, break of this, break of this. Oh, it happened. But big move. More than likely it's going to pull back. It didn't. It went up further and then pull back. Okay. So that's the thought process so far. Let's go to a 4-hour time frame so we can see more of the moves. More of the ups and downs. So same thing. We have a level, we have a level, we have a level. Now, could we enter here? Possible double bottom? Sure. That way you can brag to everybody on YouTube and Twitter. I bought the bottom and look, it went to the moon. Sure. Excuse me. Safer entry, because this is so close, and then this is so close. Safer entry is to buy here. Now, what you could do, you could actually break this up into thirds. You could enter now 1/3 because it's a possible double bottom. You could also have 1/3 here and then 1/3 here. Don't place this bid. If you place this bid, it will be a buy. Don't do that. If you wanted to, you could enter right now. You could have a lower bid here and then have your alert here to show you, oh, it's breaking out, or even above here, the actual zone. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Now, what would I do? What would I do in this case? Looking at all this, what would I do? Came down, rejected. Came down to this lower part, came up, rejected, came down, higher low, nice. Came up, came down, higher lows. Too risky for me. If I was going to enter on a bottom, it would have to be here. It's too risky for me. This will do as a white. Oh, white. It looks great. Possible bottom, double bottom. But lower high, lower or high, lower high, lower high. Possible beautiful entry. But then they could do this again, create another lower high, and they just roll over. It just do this. And then now it breaks this level. And then now it does this. And then now here it starts going up. And then it breaks the high. This is what I'm looking for. I'm looking for the break of the high. So what I wouldn't enter right now. I was thinking about it, but the more I look at it, I would feel more comfortable here, because here it's a definite pivot. It came down, it stopped. Strong. Went up, stopped. Came down, it stopped. Strong again. Went up. Here it just, came down, up, down. It's weak. Versus if it comes down here, this is a very strong because of the pivots. Versus this. So hopefully all that makes sense. What I do is I look at the candle body sizes. I look at the candle wicks. I look at the momentum of the candles. I look at all this movement. I kind of see where it stopped before. I look at this. This is weak. This is really weak. Candle body sizes, and just there's no pivots. It's just doing that. This is everything that I look at, and hopefully the more you watch this stuff, the more it makes sense. And I'm trying, hopefully all of this is making sense the way I'm explaining it. If it makes sense, put a 1 in the chat. If it doesn't make sense, put a 9. So I'm trying to give you the whole entire thought process when it comes to this. If it makes sense, put a 1. If it doesn't make sense, put a 9. I really want to, and this is good feedback. And there's no echo chamber here, no echo chamber. If you put a 9, let me know what I could clarify. Because for me, it's extremely important that I cover everything instead of assuming that you know something. And that's not speaking bad about you. That's so that I can teach you literally everything. Okay. Let's see here. Yes, in reference to anti-rug, what's next? Trusty car salesman? When you say that, name comes up to my mind. Dude is a multi-millionaire doing crypto, and not from his trades, but from his group. Is very obvious. But he could be a car salesman, and he'll be a multi-millionaire. Yep. Let's see here. See, Joe, I appreciate all that detail on XLM. You're the best. You're the best. Appreciate you, man. All right, so let's go ahead and look at. See, can I copy this? Okay. Copy text. Okay. So let's go to this. Come up. All right, so this coin right here, guys, if you want a meme coin that, and I'm in this coin, barely, I put a little bit of money in it. If you want a meme coin that it has to be probably the safest meme coin you will ever get into, I strongly recommend UFD. And let's go to, I want to show you something really quick. Really quick. Let's see. UFD. We got to be careful with what we click on. This guy. This guy right here, it's Ron's basement. So the story on this, I actually made a video on this. The story on this, I'm going and I get a lot of stuff that comes into my Telegram, and I'm filtering out whatever, and I see UFD meme coin. It has an increased amount of liquidity coming in, so more volume coming in. So I go and I look at it, and it's like, okay, I see this, and I see this, and it says Ron's basement. So Ron's basement, that sounds familiar. And it says gold and silver. It's like, oh snap! I watched this dude. This dude, he's a good dude. He has a community. People who buy gold and silver. He talks about gold and silver and all that fun stuff. He actually made a meme coin to make fun of crypto, saying that your investment is better in gold and crypto. And now he's hooked. And he says, I'm not selling, blah, blah. And he talks about trust. And dude, in my opinion, to me, he looks like a good dude. And he's got a great community and everything else. Almost 50,000 followers. People who I follow him. And here's the contract address. I'm actually going to put this in. I'm actually going to put this. See, what can I do? Let me bring this up. Let me save this really quick, this contract address. So this is the contract address that we're going to look at in just a moment. Copy. So, and always DYOR. So copy this, and I'm going to put this in the chat. And I strongly recommend y'all check him out. Check him out. Check out his website, DYOR. Check out his YouTube. Like here, let's go to his YouTube channel. It's a real dude. He's doxxed. Like you can see him. He's a real dude. Cool dude. I mean, it's from his basement, and he talks about, he talks about stuff. So let's pause that. He talks about the meme coin. I mean, I would buy anything from this dude. Would you? Look at this. He looks like my older uncle or something. Looked like an uncle. Like just something about him and the way he talks. And at the end, he says, be good to yourself first. Be good to others. Do good things to other people. This dude, man, like I really like this dude. And of course he did this unicorn fart dust. That's the coin name. I made a video on it. I think this is the absolute safest meme. If there's even such a thing, could he rug? Sure, 100%. Do I think he will? No. But this one, I was actually up, I think like 80%, but I only had a little bit of money in it. I was just testing the system out as far as this goes. If you don't have this, guys, man, you're doing yourself a disservice. It's in the description. It's in the description. It's this, and I have videos on how to do this as well. I'm gonna put it in the chat. You need this. Man, it makes it so fast and easy to enter these coins. So I put that in chat as well. And I have a video on how to do this. Like I have several videos on how to do this. I'm not gonna bore you. I was gonna look it up. I'm not gonna bore you with that. You can just go to my channel. But on this one, I was up like 80%, and I put more money into it last night. And we know we're up from there. And the dev buys. Where's the sells? Here, he sold at the very beginning. He's just buying. And he tells you on YouTube, like, I give you my contract. Oh yeah, look. This is the dev wallet. You can track him. Like, how crazy is that? Official email, snail mail. Good dude, man. I'm telling you. Like I don't know him, but just looking at him in his videos, I'd vouch for him. I really would. And I'm gonna keep on buying this token. In my opinion, it's the safest meme coin. All right, moving on. So let me go back to this. So we are going to look at this contract address that we've saved. We're going to go in here. We're in the Solana network. We're going to go in here. We're going to paste this and ANTIRUG. ANTIRUG. We're going to go. Wow. I should have bought. I think I saw this yesterday, day before. Wow. 10 million, 10.8, 6 million. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. Okay. Nice. Coming down. Nice. Okay. So the same thing, just like with anything else, we need to do our levels. So here's our level. It needs to close above. I would expect it to have at least a pullback. Now, granted, these meme coins, these are completely different than regular trading because they don't respect nothing. They can pull back 10% or 80%. Like, it just depends. Like, it's crazy. But for this one, let's go to buy. Let's go to buy the dip. Let's just do $25. Do I have money on this coin? Yeah. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy, we'll do 18% lower. I think it'll come down to here. Now, I show you how to do all this stuff in my videos, guys. Use my link. It helps support the channel. I'm not going to enter right now because it'll repump. Now, if it goes more and it pulls back, well, then I can enter there. But just for giggles, we'll do a lower bid, and we'll say create order, and it created the order. Here's my buy. If I go down here to positions, oh no, positions, it should load up. No, limit. Go to limit, it has my order right there. Go back to activity, come back down here. Now, what I would recommend doing is going to all their socials. So they are on the Twitter space. They're on the Twitter space. Now, granted, the price was right here. Price is right here. I did not enter. I'm waiting to see if it comes down, and it may even come down to here. But first, we'll see how this one goes, and then if it comes down, I want to see if it does this. Then I want to enter on the break of a high. I don't want to just keep on put a lower entry. I want it to break a high. And I was actually trading last night, and made a little bit of money. I was just trading with a little bit though. I made a little bit of money. All right. So let's go to the Twitter space. Let's go to the Twitter. They have 8,000 followers. Not bad. Our goal is to eradicate rug pulls. Contract address created by, okay, and this person, okay, 478 followers. Okay, I love they had the same followers. Introducing ANTIRUG Agent, your wallet's new best friend. Do they have a project? I don't see a website. Yeah, I may be seeing a website. Well, they spent money. I think they spent money to make it look like this. See here, it's Pump Fun, Dex, X, Telegram, Instagram, Discord, Roadmap, Tokenomics. 4% for the team. So whenever you see something like this, they put a lot of effort into it. I should have put effort into researching it when I first saw the name. But they're putting effort into this. Someone who's going to rug, usually they can, but usually won't put this much effort. Circulating, treasury, community, team. Here are all the accounts. Let's go roadmap. And have a roadmap too. Phase 1. Okay, it doesn't put dates, but launch swarm of agents. Deploy on X. Build your own agents, no code. Expand cross chains. Nice roadmap. Man, since they put this much effort into it, I would have loved to have seen a white paper. Let's go to the Telegram. Telegram, please, sir. Telegram. So here, let's go to, where do I have small left? Okay, this is their Telegram. So it's just saying people who are buying. Let's go to their pin message. So they're on CoinMarketCap as well, I think. Okay, right now it's not verified on CoinMarketCap. They got to vote for it. What other pin messages do they have? So they have an active. I mean, there people are typing. Okay, live on X. So they have, what's this? And this is all the part of research that I do. So they had an update. Oh man, they're doing stuff. So they're asking the AI XPT agent, what do you think about the new developments of, and then they get the roadmap. Okay. Now, is it like a rug checker? Like, what does it do? I forgot to look at that. Like, does it say what it does? Oops, wrong one. Let's see here. Sorry about that. Yeah, his basement looks like my living room. Yeah, let's see here. Yeah, in reference to him, I heard some stuff happened, and he's no longer with us. Heard this last week on Sunday. So unfortunately, he's no longer with us. But yeah. So here, Ron is the guy that Daniel Diaz is on the podcast. Yeah. Ron is the guys that Daniel, yeah. And since I'm following Daniel, when I went to look at Ron's basement, it said that I had one person in common. It's like, hey, wait a minute. And that's when it clicked. Wait a minute. I subscribe to this dude. I watch this dude. I know this dude. So, yeah. See here. Going to the list. Going to the list. Kelly says, I missed this one too. Yeah. But there's going to be a lot of them. See, ANTIRUG is having a pullback right now. Mm-hmm. AI agents equals take all my money. Yes. But what does it do though? Oh, look at this. So this is no road shall pass. Okay, so they have a video. So what is it showing? It's showing Samurai AI 37% safety score. Mint, view, market cap, analyst. Mint is locked. Top 10% holders own 26% under the 30% threshold. The project is only 32 minutes old. Total wallets are this. Highest holder owns 13%. So it's an actual product. Okay. And then now it's 37, 13. Looking to see if the numbers change. Okay, so the numbers don't change as it's dumping. I don't know, it just showed me information that I could get already. But let's look some more. Let's dig some more really quick. Man, we're late again. Live view of ANTIRUG devs. I'm buying it just for that. Look at their bed. Look at that bed with the. That's funny. And of course, they're just making fun of that. See here, 1,000 followers. Live rug on win caught by Lifeful Beef with ANTIRUG. I don't see nothing. Let's see, someone's calling them. Don't call the number though. They shouldn't have it on the internet. What is it showing? Like, I don't see nothing. Is it this part down here? You get messages? It's a wallet tracker. How did I identify it? How did it stop it? Did it do anything? Is it even on this page? His mom's calling. Like, do y'all see anything? I don't see what it does. I don't see him starting it. I just see that intro. How is it an anti-rug? It just showed you that it rugged. Shoot, I can do that all day. It didn't show nothing. Okay, when safety score was 36. Mint is locked, the highest owner holds. Okay. Let's click on this. Those metrics are interesting, but don't tell the full story. For truly comprehensive token analysis, I recommend looking at an on-chain data patterns and holding behavior over time. Speaking of fascinating token analysts, I've been following Truly a Dog. Oh yeah, I think I actually got into this one. Detail breakdown. And it's what I do. I literally go down the rabbit hole. I don't know if I posted this one to my group, but I was looking at that one. ANTIRUG. Or maybe that's how I found that one. Because I went down this list. Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I'm literally just a rabbit hole. Rabbit hole. Farting unicorn. Okay, that's all for that. Do we go to this website? Oh, so here's the website. Okay. Okay. Okay, now we're getting somewhere. So let me get a contract address. In here. Let's go. So it's in beta. Does not blah blah. Okay. Only 345 wallets exist. Top 10 holders, 34%. Oh, wow. He's right. Holders only 342. Oh, I thought there were more than that. Y'all guys need to buy this one. Gecko. Not financial advice. Forget I said that. Market cap is crazy low. I'm in this one too. It broke this level. Hoping to find support here. Do Alt H. Magnet tool. Get out of here, magnet tool. Nobody wants you. But this one has a working project. Gives you a breakdown of coins. Pretty good. Okay. I'll put the contract address if y'all want it. But DYOR though, do your own research. See here. Well, that's pretty cool. Now that's refresh. Again, I have a bunch of 80 tabs open. This is pretty cool. So let me share this with y'all. What if I share it on X? Bought some gecko. Liking what I see for the working project. Project. Perfect. Bingo bango. Oh, it doesn't do a picture though. Oh, I like to do the picture. Let's make it look fancy. Boom, like that. Oh, I need to put the contract address for Gecko. I hate when people post and they don't put the contract address. Dang it, and I gotta look for it. Oh, I just posted it here. Copy. We're almost done, guys. Like, Django, like, are you gonna finish? Copy. And I believe this was the token. I have so many tabs open, it's not even funny. I'm gonna open another tab. One moment. Yeah, that's the one. Okay. Okay, that's it. Post. So y'all can go to my post, like it, leave a comment, and share it. That would be really cool of you, and I would greatly appreciate it. Enter. Okay. All right, so we looked at the coin. I have a lower bid right here. And then if my lower bid hits, great. If it doesn't, well, then I just wait. Or, I mean, I like the project. So far, what I see. I'll dig more into it later. But if you haven't already, guys, definitely smash the like. And we show up every single day, Monday through Friday, 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Today, we went a little bit over. But usually it's just for 1 hour. I dedicate 1 hour to showing you basically how to trade. And this video is great video in reference to doing that. I do thank you guys very much. We'll see you on the next one. Until then, let's make this money. Take care. Everything that I say is from experience. This is what's going to save you so much time, so much money, and so much effort. Like, it's super important. Now, if you're in the VIP, I have videos that are 3, 4, 5 minutes long on average. If you want to make money, I will show you how. I would offer the free group, but it's already full. I have a huge wait list. So more than likely, if I do let 3 or 4 people go, the spots are filled. Not only that, but when people do sign up for the VIP because they're making money in the free group, I am very, very invested to make you money in this free group so you can get the VIP. When those people leave the free group and get into the VIP, well, there's just so many more people that are trying to take their spot. I would strongly recommend getting the VIP. You're gonna make money. Now, granted, none of this is financial advice. It's never hopes and dreams and empty promises, nothing like that. See what I do. See if this makes you money. I give you my real life experience based off of my trainings, based off of my teachings, what I would do at that moment versus what everybody else does, because they want to sell you their course. They want to sell you all that stuff. I show you that my stuff works. Do we win? Yes. Do we lose? Sometimes. That's part of the game. But what I do is I show you all this so that you can see, oh man, I lost today, but Joe said he lost too. So it's okay. That's what I want you to realize, guys. If you like the content that I provide, make sure to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you're not already, and leave me a comment in the comment box. And I'll see you on the next video. And as always, let's make this money. Thank you so much, guys. We'll see you on the next one. Take care.